Good afternoon. I'm back again. Um, this is Booties and Bonnets, and I want to welcome my new subscribers and those who have been with me for the year that I've been on YouTube. It's been a while since I've been on. I've been sort of busy. My dad came to visit us. We had a family reunion, and it was such a wonderful time. My two brothers and sister came, and we had a lot to talk about. And my mom was here too, so it seemed like old times, growing up and sharing childhood memories and things like that. I totally enjoyed that. It was so neat to be able to all be together again. Life goes so fast, and if we don't make time for those special moments, you never get to do them. So I was really happy we were able to have a reunion. And I did show my dad my reborns, and he was very impressed by them. And the fact that I have painted my own dolls, he was quite impressed. So, and also my brothers, I showed them my reborn dolls, and they were all very supportive. Of course, sometimes we wonder what people really think about us with our reborns, but I think we need to show them that it's a hobby we do enjoy and that we should not be uncomfortable with. We know that these are dolls, and it's okay that, just like guys can have their miniature trains and airplanes and everything, we can have our dolls. So anyway, I've done quite a bit lately. Besides the reunion we had, my daughter came home and stayed with us for a little while until she found a new job. And my son came from Japan to visit us, which was a really nice thing. He stopped by for like 3 or 4 days, and then he had to head back to a conference where he presented one of his research projects. So I am so thrilled with my little babies here. I've got little Noah, and he's got a little octopus outfit. He looks very summery. It's time to change him to something a little warmer, because it has been kind of cool here in Wisconsin. Like in the 30s and 40s. Brr, it's cold. And here's one of my newest little babies. So there's Noah, and this is little Elena, Helena, and she's my Elliot sculpt, and I think she just turned out beautiful. And I just finished painting her, and I just love that little face with those big blue eyes. She has kind of greenish blue eyes, and I think she turned out just gorgeous. And she has kind of goat hair. If you've ever heard of goat hair, I guess I ordered it, and it's a little coarser than some of the other mohairs, but I thought it turned out really cute. So there's little Elena. If you want to welcome her to my nursery, that'd be really nice. And I just bought her this little outfit, and it has a little panda bear with a little pink bow, and the panda bear is black and white, and she has like a little pink scarf. So little Elena is enjoying being all cozy in her little outfit here. She's ready for fall and winter, and I made her these little booties. She's a big girl. She's a big, chunky little girl, and I crocheted some really cute booties for her. As you can see, I'm learning how to crochet, so I'm kind of trying my own patterns, and that's the way to try it out. I mean, I started by not knowing anything about crocheting, and now I started to make blankets and booties and everything, so it's really fun. I really enjoy it. It's very relaxing. And of course, as you all know, my favorite color is yellow. I love yellow, so that's why I had to make little yellow booties. So she's been a good little baby. She likes to look around. She's very curious. She does take a magnified not a magnified passy. She takes a modified pacifier, and I've got a little butterfly on her arm, a little bracelet with a butterfly, and I just love her. I think she's got the sweetest little face. She looks like she's thinking, and she does have wide open eyes, which we all know 6-month-old babies are usually mostly awake by that time, not like a newborn. So she's very realistic. She seems like a very realistic little baby to me. And I love the way her coloring came out. Yeah, I like babies with pink cheeks. And also I started rooting hair. And it is I really enjoy doing it. It's a lot of work, but I enjoy doing it. And I'm hoping to do more rooting in the future. I watched some YouTube videos on rooting hair, and that really helped me. So there's little Elena, and I've got him next to this really neat background here. So I thought today I would dress little Noah because he's still in his summer outfit. He was one of my first dolls that I got, reborns, and so he's one of my oldest ones, and he was reborn by a different nursery. I forget, it was Precious something nursery. I gotta look up the name, but he's certainly adorable. He's a sweet little boy. And it was Precious Pearl Nursery. If you are all interested in looking at their babies or reborns, they make a lot of reborns, create their own. So here's little Noah. So I'll be getting him dressed, and he's been playing with his little toy, with the little swan and the horse, little horses. This was a toy from like the 1960s, a Fisher-Price toy. It's called a roly-poly chime ball, and my brother gave me that because we used to have one of those when I was a little girl. So little Noah is having fun playing with his roly-poly chime toy. And so anyway, I thought it's been a while since I've made a video, and I thought I'd come on. I've got little Elizabeth here. This is another little girl that I rooted her hair. As you all remember, I had painted hair on her, and I decided to try rooting her hair, and I think it turned out really cute. She's got kind of a dark, kind of a medium brown hair, and she's just adorable. And she reminds me of my daughter Elizabeth when she was a little girl. I think she's really cute. And she says hi to all her aunties and uncles out there. So she's a little precious. And I've got her dressed in a really cute pink sweater with a little bunny, little white bunny, and purple flowers. I always liked baby sweaters with like buttons down the front. It's one of my favorite things to put on babies. So she's dressed kind of a little warmer for the weather. So there's little Elizabeth. And her hair is like a mohair, very soft. I ordered it on eBay, and I just love the way it turned out. And it took me a while. It took me about 8 hours just to root her hair. It takes time, but I think she turned out really, really sweet. So there's little Elizabeth. So I'll put little Elizabeth over here. And while I get Noah dressed, I thought there was a tag going around about 10 things you love to do besides dolls, playing with your dolls. And I was trying to think, and I'll try to think of 10 as I go along. I thought it was a great tag. So here's little Noah. So I would have to start with, let's see, number 1. What things do I love to do? Let's see, one of my favorite things is going to the store, the grocery store, and I love going to the bakery, and I love like donuts and everything, and every once in a while I go to the store and I treat myself to a donut or a Bismarck at the bakery. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do. So I've always I've always been a big had a big sweet tooth for bakery and things like that. Let's see, number 2. What else do I love to do? I love to take walks outside, especially in the autumn when the leaves are starting to change. It's fascinating to walk around and hear the leaves crunch, and for me it's very relaxing to take walks, so I love taking walks, and sometimes I'll stop and sit on a bench, or when we had our little dog, I used to love taking Lucky for walks, but of course now we don't have him anymore, so someday I'd like to get another little dog, but I'm kind of waiting a while for that. Okay, number 3, what else? I like to read books. I especially like autobiographies, and that means of real people. I like real stories of real people. I know I've got the book about the Kennedys that someday I'd like to read. Right now I'm reading a book by Sonia Sotomayor. She's in the Supreme Court, I think, of the United States, and she talks about her life as a little girl. Her name is Sonia Sotomayor, and I really like her, so I started to read her book. I have always liked true stories or true, like autobiographies and that, so I love to do that. So number 4, let's see, I'll keep going along here. What else do I like to do? I love to sing. I used to be a member of the choir at my church. I have not gone to church for a little while, which I'm hoping I'll do again. But singing to me is very relaxing. Sometimes I like to hum to music, or else I like to sing hymns. And it's fun to be part of a choir where you can sing with other people. So singing is one of my favorite things. And I also like to play a lot of music. I like to have music around. It makes me feel happy and that. And I like music from like the 50s and 60s. So yeah, I like to sing. Okay, number 5. I think it was number 5. I love it when my children come to visit. It gives me an excuse to bake their favorite things. I know my son loves banana bread, and my daughter, she likes my homemade vegetable soups. So whenever they come home, it gives me an excuse to prepare food for them. So I really enjoy doing that. I like to cook. It's very relaxing, and I like to cut up things, and so cooking is one of my highlights. Number 6, I love going to musicals, like at a theater, like live musicals. I remember going to The Sound of Music, and or even going and watching plays, like high school plays. I love to do that, and kids in high school are very talented, and I love to go see them performing and everything. And I also, so anyway, going to see plays or musicals, I love to do that. Number 7, I love ballets. As a little girl, I always wanted to be a ballerina, and I think I became too tall, and you have to be very petite to become a ballerina. But I remember my mom and dad took me to Swan Lake when I was about 7 or 8, and I just absolutely loved ballet, and I still do. I love watching it on TV or watching it live, And it's just such a graceful dance. I just love ballet, or just watching it. So whenever I get a chance to, I like to go see that. Um, and I remember as a little girl, one of my great aunts gave me a book about ballet that I really loved, about becoming a famous ballerina. And that was always my dream, was to become a famous ballerina. And of course I never became one, but you know, when you're a little kid, it's fun to use. Sometimes our imaginations run wild and we wish we could be a certain thing. And so anyway, that's kind of what I really liked as a little girl. Okay, number 8. I know I'm going a little quick here, but I gotta think of things before my tape runs out. 8, I love to travel. My dad invited us on a cruise one time, and I just absolutely loved that. I enjoyed every minute. It was so neat to meet other people from other countries. Cruises are a very nice way to travel because everything is included, and I love that. You know, the food, you can eat all the food you want. Your lodging, you get your own bedroom. They take you different places. Everything is planned for you. And I really like that when things are planned by someone else and you just go and enjoy, and you don't have to worry about the driving and the planning and that kind of thing. So, yeah, cruise ships are a really fun way to travel, and so I've done that. We went to Spain one time, and we went down by the Bahamas another time, and I really enjoyed that. Let's see, 9. What's another thing I love? Lately I've learned how to crochet, so I love to crochet. And I did get a book that teaches you different stitches that you can learn, and so I want to learn some different ways of crocheting. So I've really gotten to love crocheting. I've made a few blankets and booties for my dolls, and I'm hoping to make a little sweater someday, a baby sweater. So I really love to crochet. So it's kind of fun. It's fun to try different hobbies and learn different things. I'm always open to learning new hobbies and activities. So, and number 10, I love to do scrapbooking. Whenever I go traveling somewhere, I take photographs, and I like to put them in my scrapbook. And there's so many little decals, little stickers you can buy, and different kinds of paper you can use. And that's all the fun part of scrapbooking, is that you can go and use your imagination and create different pages. And I also have made scrapbooks with my kids when they were little, and I've made also of my reborns. I like to take photos of my reborns and make a scrapbook with them. So scrapbooking is very relaxing to me, and I enjoy coming up with ideas. And so anyway, I really enjoyed doing this tag, the 10 things I love. And it's good that we all find things to do in life and try new things. Life is about learning, and that's kind of how I feel. Right now my son is learning how to speak Japanese, and so when he came, he kind of spoke Japanese to us, and he's learning how to write Japanese, which is kind of neat. So he's wanting to learn new things too. And so I've got little Noah all dressed up. He's all dressed in his nice warm clothing. He's wearing a little green overalls, and he's got a little bear on his pocket, and he's fishing, a little fishing bear, and it says "Gone Fishing." And little Noah, I just love the way his artist painted his hair. It's so cute. So I love both painted hair and rooted hair, but I think they did a beautiful job. So I've been watching a lot of your videos with new silicone babies, and oh my gosh, you're so amazing. I'm hoping someday maybe I'll have a silicone baby, but I know they're a little pricier, and but they're sure fun to watch. I'm enjoying all the videos, and I like tags. So if I see any more tags, I'll try to do some of those. So I hope you're all enjoying the fall weather and the pretty colored leaves. Now the trees are a little more bare, so now we're getting ready for winter, and I guess every season has its nice things that we look forward to. But so anyway, I'll try to be on videos more often. Like I said, I was pretty busy. But thank you for joining me, and all my babies say hello to all their aunties and uncles, little Elena and little Noah and little Elizabeth. So, and I hope to see you soon. So thank you for watching. Bye.